Welcome to Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we review Sharknado 2, the second one. Save a horse, ride a shark.
Brought to us by Asylum, written by Thunder Laven and directed by Anthony C. Ferrante. Finn and April, our favorite shark killers, are in New York City to take on a bigger, badder Sharknado. What do we like about this movie, guys?
There was a big improvement in the overall CG, I think. The tornadoes actually looked like tornadoes and not ink blots this time. The sharks were way better. They used some practical sharks, which was cool.
The best was little torpedo shark that was stuck to Finn's butt.
What's cool is, like, right off the bat, they started dropping cameos. We got Kelly Osbourne as our first cameo. We got a quick Will Wheaton in there.
Yep.
After that, we ended up getting, like, Biz Markie.
Well, look who's back from La La Land.
Andy Dick, we got Richard Kind, Robert Klein, we got Judah Freelander. There are countless.
Personal favorite goes out to Kurt Angle. I love that every person who cameoed in this movie played the part perfectly.
This is a twister with teeth. Enough said.
You know, the first time it was kind of a long setup to get to the Sharknado. The acting seemed kind of off because I think it felt more serious. This time, straight to the fun, straight to the killing.
We got Tara Reid with a dope-ass buzzsaw arm. She got a kill with it, which was great.
And we had a classic video game moment where Finn played Frogger and hopped across on sharks to get to the next car.
This movie had great callbacks. We saw Finn cut that shark in half with this chainsaw behind his back. We saw him jump through a shark.
Yep.
The Semper Paratus.
Semper Paratus, right? I knew I liked that kid.
So, like, those callbacks are just so enjoyable. Let's give a rundown of our favorite kills.
I'm going to start off with one at the very beginning of the movie. Miss Kelly Osbourne's death. A shark just flies through and decapitates her. We saw it and it looked awesome. We had some blood, we had some CG, we had a clean cut. It was great.
My favorite kill, there's these two construction workers, garbage guys working, right? The girls decide to drive off and the guy's hanging onto the back for dear life. They're paying no attention to him and the Statue of Liberty's head comes rolling down and just kills him. It's just hilarious, over the top, and perfect for Sharknado.
My favorite kill was Tiffany Shepis, who we saw in Axeman. A shark just latches onto her face and just starts gobbling up that face. And you just see her face just half ripped off. Practical gore. It looked fucking great. It was one of the few practical gore scenes that we actually got in the movie. I thought that just was pretty awesome.
Let's go through what we didn't like about this movie. I think my only dislike, and it's kind of nitpicky, there was some predictable moments. When Judd Hirsch dies by swinging across the rope, so that just kind of those moments that were just like cookie cutter from the first movie. But since they were done better, I didn't mind it so much.
There wasn't a lot that I didn't like about it. It's more stuff I wish I could have seen. For example, they built up this whole thing with like the bowling ball. I wanted to see a swarm of sharks swimming in a triangle and him just bowl the ball and knock them all out with a strike.
Wait till you see that strike!
Well, I did love all of the deaths in this movie. When it came to cameos, the deaths of the people in the cameos, they were all cut really, really short. We had Perez Hilton, a shark flew by and that was that. Judah, like a shark grabbed him briefly and we saw it for like 5 or 6 frames and he's gone. Peppa getting squashed by the whale shark.
Maybe they had some restrictions for TV or something because it seems kind of odd. So I don't know if those rules were in there, but I just wish that if they were, they weren't, because you do want that little bit of gore. Let's give our final thoughts and our ratings.
Knowing Asylum and their campiness, it was a really nice follow-up to the first because they tried to play to the audience. They had tons of one-liners, they had tons of jokes, and such ridiculous situations to put the characters in. It was just a really, really fun film. The deaths were better, the CGI was better, they cut out a lot of the fat that they had in the first one when it comes to story. So I'm gonna give this 4.5 shark pizzas out of 5.
There are a lot of shark movies that we've seen that are just dull and boring, but this one was just higher energy. You know, it downplayed all that emotional stuff. So I was really happy with the end product. I'm going to give this movie 4 Finn shark rides out of 5.
All we wanted was everything that was great from Sharknado 1 with a little more. And we got that through awesome cameos, better CG, some really cool kills, and not so much of the lame story development that the first one kind of had. So this film was exactly what we were looking for. That being said, I'm going to give this 4 home runs out of 5.
Well, that's what we thought about Sharknado 2. Let us know in the comments below what you thought. Like this video if you liked our review. Sub to the channel, stay updated with our reviews and games of What Would You Do. On August 11th, we have a 5-day, 5-review Shark Week marathon going on, so make sure you sub. Comment below if you have any recommendations for films to review. Check us out on Twitter at Bloodbath_TV.